I am Akio Toyoda. First, please let me express condolences for those who perished in the earthquake in northern Osaka on June the 18th. And I would also like to express my sympathies for those others who were affected, as well as for their family members. Thank you very much for being here today, despite your busy schedules, for Toyota's Connected Day and the launch of the new Crown and new Corolla Sport. Now, let me start off with asking all of you a question. Please answer by raising your hand. And how many of you here came because you wanted to see the new Crown and new Corolla Sport? I was really wondering if nobody raised their hand, but thank you. Indeed, I'm feeling somewhat relieved. Currently, the automotive industry is faced with an era of profound transformation, the likes of which come only once every 100 years. 100 years ago, there were 15 million horses in America being used for the transportation of both people and goods. But it is said within as few as 20 years of the appearance of the Ford Model T, nearly all of such horses were replaced by automobiles. And now, 100 years later, appearing as our new rivals right in front of us are technology companies which have a way of thinking that is different from that of the automotive industry. I think we can say that we are approaching a phase in which there is a possibility of tremendous change in the future of the automobile. Because Toyota was born 80 years ago, its birth coincided with the period in which the mode of transportation in America was switching from horses to automobiles. In 1955, 18 years after the company was established, the first generation Crown debuted as an authentic passenger car made with the genuine domestic-bred technologies. Several of the state-of-the-art technologies used in the first-generation Crown, such as a first-wheel double wishbone suspension, were strongly opposed by taxi operators who were our customers, as only 2% of the Japanese roads at that time were paved. The reason for the opposition lied in worries about durability in view of the poor road surfaces. Kenya Nakamura, who oversaw development of the first-generation Crown, countered such by saying, if manufacturers are able to solve technical problems, the quality of riding comfort will lead to better service for customers, which is why he apparently intentionally employed the latest technologies. For the customer, one should do what one thinks has merit, even in face of surrounding opposition. This belief of Mr. Nakamura lives on in the hearts of Crown engineers today. The first generation Corolla was born in 1966, about 10 years after the start of the sales of the Crown. The price of the base model then was 430,000 yen, as the average annual income of a salaried worker then was 480,000 yen. The Corolla was an epoch-making, can-be-owned car in that, with the help of the loan, it was well within the reach of the members of the middle class. Its rivalry with Nissan Sunny stirred the market, and it became a symbol of the motorization of Japan. To tell the truth, the first car I bought after joining Toyota was a Corolla GT. The Crown and Corolla went on to become beloved cars, and as long-selling models, they served as the pulling force for Japan's motorization. So how did it come about that horse-drawn carriages would be replaced by automobiles in America, and the motorization was able to make advances in Japan? I think the reason is because it was fun to move by car. Aren't we, as automobile manufacturers, now being asked, will cars still be fun from now on? More than being the president, I am a master test driver. As a master test driver, I drove the new Crown and new Corolla Sport. At that time, I told the engineers, one word, nice. I can say with confidence that these have been honed as truly fun cars. However, the concept of fun, when it comes to cars, is now starting to largely change. In addition to hitherto performance in the form of running, turning, and stopping, new performance in the form of connectivity is being expected of cars from now on. Before entering today's venue, I believe you might have seen the e-palette that was unveiled at CES in the United States in January this year, and the GR Super Sport unveiled at the Tokyo Auto Salon 5 days later. What did you think? Actually, these two models have something in common. They are both connected cars. Just what kind of car would come into being if the connected company which announced the e-palette were in charge of the Crown and Corolla? And just how fun would such a car become if it were seasoned with the emotional senses of the GR Super Sport? Although the e-palette and GR Super Sport are concept models, the new Crown and new Corolla Sport being revealed today are models that offer customers real connected experiences. Please take a look at Toyota's new world created by the fusion of the virtual and the real. I present to you the new Crown and new Corolla.
The new Crown and the new Corolla. What do you think? Thank you very much. So here in front of you, both of us, or both of them, are rather nervous, but they look quite fine. So from here on, I will hand over to the Executive Vice President Tomoyama, and he will be introducing the new world of Toyota Connected, the new Crown and the new Corolla Sport. Thank you very much. So the new Crown and the new Corolla Sport. What do you think? So you have this low and agile body, and it is a person-car unified driving performance honed at Nürburgring. And the new Corolla Sport has the wide and low sporty silhouette. It is having a nimble driving performance. And of course, both of them have the safety package, Toyota Safety Sense, as standard. And so they follow on Japan's tradition. In other words, the two basics have made a great evolution. As regards the product details, today here, along with the vehicles, are the chief engineers who are standing by. So by all means, please have a closer look later. And what I would like to introduce today is that these two cars, in addition to having the basic parameters of driving, turning, and stopping honed by TNGA, are on the verge of opening the way to a new era as connected cars with state-of-the-art connectivity performance. Sorry for being late to introduce myself. I am Shigeki Tomoyama of Toyota. Thank you very much.